Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Melissa, and this year I am sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So today's tip is if you know anything about me, you know I love herbal tea. And if you drink herbal tea, you know they always say it's good for like 1 8-ounce glass. But my herbal tea, um, now I do tend to get a lot of your better brands for the most part. Your Tazo, your Yogi, your can't remember what the turmeric one is. Good Life or something. I can't remember. But those all I cold brew in 26 ounces. And even though if you were to read it, they would say, 8 ounces of water, I'm getting over 3 times that out of it. Hot tea, I do the same thing. I would not recommend. So this is, I think, Twinings that I'm drinking. And there's barely any flavor in the second cup. So I mean, I do have a bigger cup, but I don't recommend Twinings because really you can't do it twice. But the Good and Gather, the what else do I have? Even like the Meyer tea that I used to get, I can typically get 2 or 3 cups of hot tea out of it because I like my hot nightly tea, my chamomile lavender or my Meyer used to have this really amazing one. It was like chamomile and mint and maybe lavender. I don't know. But now I normally do the Good and Gather. I'm just kind of I got this one specifically because I thought it would be, but it's not. But by using the tea bag multiple times, you're getting more uses out of it, and I mean I don't necessarily recommend sharing it with a friend, but I remember I used to go to this restaurant and I would get hot tea and I would ask for refills of water. And one time I got really upset because I got like 3 or 4 refills of hot water, never a new tea bag, and she charged me. And I'm like, but you get free refills for coffee. Why can't? And she's like, well, yes, but that's different. This is tea. I'm like, yes, but I didn't get a new tea bag. I just got hot water. You don't charge people for water or refills of water. You don't charge people for refills of coffee. You're not giving me a new tea bag, but you're charging for the water. She's like, well, that's just how it is. It was the last time I went to that restaurant. I was like, okay, adios. See you later. The other waitresses were really unhappy because I was a really good tipper, and I used to go in there at least twice a week. And I would get my tea and my omelet and leave like a $10 tip. And the other servers were not happy when I quit going there. But yes, obviously your first cup is going to be the most flavorful, and it will lose flavor as it goes. But if you get a higher quality tea bag, and this is where I feel like also it's worth the money to spend on a quality thing. So if I pay $4 a box, let's say, and that's like retail for the Yogi or the Tazo or the whatever. I typically will get them on sale, but let's say I pay $4 a box for that versus let's say $3 a box for the Bigelow or Twinings or whatever random generic. And Bigelow you can also use multiple times, so I'll sometimes get that. But if you do that, then yes, you're paying $1 more for like the 20 tea bags. So you're paying an extra nickel per tea bag, but instead of getting 1 use out of it, you're getting 4 uses out of it. I don't save them overnight. It's just like for right away. And then even like you can get like whatever generic. If you like drink normal hot tea, like oolong or black tea or any of that, or orange pico or however you say it, then those will also last. It'll like gradually get weaker, but I will frequently do that, and they last longer. So, if you look at it as a per serving basis, I am getting a 26-ounce thing for all of my cold herbal teas. So that's 3 servings per tea bag, essentially. And so a box of 20, it's like a box of 60 then. So instead of paying, geez, what? 40 divided by 400 divided by 20 is 20 cents a tea bag. 20 cents a serving. I'm really paying like 7 cents a serving. And same with the hot tea, where I typically will get like 3 to 4 cups out of it. I'm paying like a nickel a serving maybe. So it's an affordable way to add flavor to your tea. Or herbal teas are my favorite, but it's also, you can use it multiple times. Even when I used to get like, I got this really expensive what was it, Kama Sutra's chai tea when I used to live in Florida at the I used to love it. It was a Sterile Bay tea company, but I don't know what happened. I used to have like one of like the Savannah things or whatever that brewed it and everything. It was great, but I would frequently be able to get like a couple of servings from it, and I used I don't know, like a 16-ish ounce thing, but I used to make myself like chai lattes. Let me tell you, that Kama Sutra chai was the absolute best chai tea I think I've ever had. I haven't been able to find a chai tea locally that's anywhere close to that good. But herbal tea is super affordable, and it's a way to flavor your beverages. It's, if you don't add sugar or anything, then it's also calorie free most of the time. I think I have one that's got like 10 calories per bag, my turmeric ginger, but so you're looking at a low calorie beverage, you're looking at adding flavor to your beverage, and if you're using that tea bag multiple times, then you're also saving money. And I'm not suggesting that you use it in like every night for 4 days. I mean, if you want to try it, you can, but I think it would get gross. But if you're going to have multiple cups, which, I mean, I typically do 4 of my 26-ounce things are herbal tea, but then I also do 2 to 6 cups of hot tea every night. I am definitely a tea person. And I feel like because I get larger amounts out of it, it's certainly more affordable than the alternatives. So, today's frugal tip, I'm sorry, I know I'm like off on a tangent again, is don't, or use your herbal tea bag for more than 8 ounces, whether it be that you cold brew it, like I do my herbal tea I drink during the day, and it is done, I get like 3 times the amount that it says you would, or whether you're doing hot tea and you use it 2 to 4 cups in a row. And if you drink regular tea, hot tea, I used to be able to get like 6 cups of tea out of it. But definitely a way to save some money, flavor your beverages, and make it stretch further. Anyways, thank you so much. Again, my name is Melissa, and I will be sharing 365 tips for frugal living this year. I will see y'all tomorrow.